This we have shown before. I think they're not completely there yet, but for the Visual Studio Code users, which now includes me, lately I've been using mostly Visual Studio Code instead of the full Visual Studio. For a moment, I was for like 2 years, like when I was in the United States, I was only running Linux, and then I switched to Mac, and now I'm back to Windows. So for me, Visual Studio Code is that tool that I use when I'm not using a Windows OS. As I understand, because Dennis mentioned this before, this is only for um, Windows OS right now, but I guess it will eventually move to all the other like Mac OS and Linux, which is the template kit. There are a few beautiful things in the template kit, but for me, just to be able to do SAF application in Visual Studio in any of the computers and any ID is a unified experience. It's also a big deal. Before I used to have a template, I did a NuGet, I published that, and I have my own template. But now it seems that the Express is unifying the experience. They want to have the same experience in all the OSs and all the IDEs. There is also CLIs for this, but the CLI I have not tested so much, to be honest. But this is how uh, the template kit looks for Visual Studio Code. In this case, I'm using Insiders because CUC is green, but the same will go for normal Visual Studio Code. You type demo. Let's go here. This one, let's do demo 2. Let's create this. Have like this instead of the wizard that you get from Visual Studio, get this one. And in Visual Studio, the normal version, you also have the same. You can install the template kit extension and you will get this. And since this is a SAF community standard, let's do some SAF things, or let's create a SAF solution. Here, this is kind of really nice. You can switch the target framework. In here, we have the long term and the short term. And I guess soon we will have 10 there too. So like in November, I guess. Then you can switch between ORM implementations like EF Core and should be the default one. But okay, we have like is the EF Core is the default one so far. And this is one of the new changes that it will generate the connection string for you. Before you need to set your connection string and you only have like SQL Server, I remember, or like just two options in here. And then also you have this automatic schema update, like this option, I didn't saw it in the last version, so this is new. And which platforms you want to target. So this is getting better and better and better. Like before there were some specific cases that I reported that you can select two opposite options, but now they fix that too. So let's do this for XPO, let's do this for Postgres. And I want the book mode update. We want these two. Standalone, normal like username and password. And I don't want middle tier like in general, but so let's use the CPM. Let's create a new project. So I know that most people use like Visual Studio, the normal version, but the Copilot is way more advanced on Visual Studio Code and Insiders too. So why not to use it in here, right? So installing the solution. And I just want to show the settings. So see now the connection string is the connection string for your specific database. Of course, you need to fill the username and password and the host name, but it creates it like your specific connection string, not only SQL Server, and then you need to switch or Google how to do the connection string. So this is also kind of a really neat feature for the new people coming into SAF. So that's one. This also looks the same in Visual Studio, but I don't have the extension there. So the next one that I want to show is
Oye,
yeah.
I don't know if you have it installed, but now that you are in the template kit, can you try the MAUI one
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
just to
It should be the
show?
same.
Even
So
you don't have you don't even have to go all the way through, but I like to show all the choices because definitely it
yeah,
it blew my mind when I saw it. I think that
yeah.
is a really nice tool for everyone who is doing mobile apps. And now that we're doing a lot of Blazor optimize, I think that we are forgetting a little bit of all the hassle that is creating a complete mobile app. And we are working now currently in two of them. And we are not in the point to go back and start it from beginning again. But I saw this couple of weeks. Oh, and I don't know. I think that is really beautiful starting point.
Yeah, let's do that one. So the folder should be Maui. Yeah, actually, like remember that we have this discussion before in the with the guys in the office. So this one, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what
All right.
we
So
want.
if you want, I can mention it because I'm excited about this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
mean,
if you see,
just guide me through whatever
yeah.
I need to fix.
Yeah, if you see Hoche just did new MAUI project. That's it. So
Mhm,
choosing the template from DevExpress, the template kit. And now, without doing anything, we have the choice to do target platform, Android, iOS, of course. And we have, okay, do one fly out. And if you see Hoche, is the hamburger menu to the left. If you do tab,
mhm,
you have below your menu, it will be on the bottom, and you have
mhm.
home, settings, and so on. And none if you're going to start from scratch. We don't want to do that. Basically, we want to go and take advantage of that one. Let's say that you select fly out,
Mhm,
and you can actually put your Nugget feed there. So you are good to go there. You just put your Nugget feed and continue developing. You click next. You don't have to put it now, but and then look at this. I remember also how we decided what will be the best pattern, how we're going to structure our app. Okay, we're going to do this folder for MVVM. I want to do so. Right now you have MVVM, so it will create your dependency injection with sample data. It will do everything as best practice. You will have CRUD for local database. If you're going to use SQLite, forget about the remote database now. You have your repository, your unit of work. You will have everything you need to interact with your remote, with your local database, with SQLite. You want remote database? Okay, let's set up the web API service for you so you can connect to your remote database and then you are secure. That way you are not exposing any information. You want reporting? Okay, well, let's include the reporting functionality so you have it. You want Office document processing? Let's do authentication for the last one. Let's use the Office file API so you can start using it, whatever you need in your app. Maybe you're doing a journal app, as I'm doing with my nephew. Or authentication. You have right here to do authentication role-based, so you will have the ASP.NET Core, so connect to the SAF backend web API service. This is just beautiful. If you are a SAF developer and you are thinking of doing mobile app, this takes a lot of like the guesswork from you. If you click next, Roger, you will love this next one. All right. What screen do you need? What page do you need? What login do you like the most? What list view do you like the most? What detail do you like the most? Do you want this to edit your profile? Do you want to select an avatar? If you keep scrolling down, watch it, so you see the other ones. Do you want a
Ooh,
setting page? Do you want a setting page? Do you want a color picker? Do you want a scheduler? Or do you want a chart? It's just mind
yeah,
blowing for me when it was like I could use this to do really fast apps in our environment. So just want to say that I'm excited about this. Goja, you can click create and you will see the whole project created for you. You have everything you need there. I personally will do a few changes, but that's because we have done several mobile apps and we already have our own structure that we like to follow. But at the end, it's really similar. It's really nice. It's really good starting point for anyone
yeah.
that.
This is
Right.
incredible to be honest. Like so much boilerplate code that you're saving. So and like I think it's there for like two versions already. It's not truly new, but it's new for us that we just found it. somehow.
Yeah, basically, I get excited about it. This is really, really nice. All right.